evening, everyone, and welcome to Camp Patton Family Compound. With us tonight, we have Tammy from Rebel Canners and Mark from Chef Tech, and it is the Monday Night Fireside Chat, and tonight's topic is recanning bulk canned foods. And let's get us up here, and boom, here we are. Tammy, maybe get a couple minutes before she get back in here. She has dinner just got fixed for her, so she's in there grabbing some of that.
Yeah, don't interrupt the woman's
dinner. There she is. And make sure I want to check one thing over here on the side here. Make sure. Okay, that's it. All right, so I can get rid of that off on the side, and there we go. All right. So, and again, after I'd already picked this topic out and had it set up for us, all over, not just Tammy's Rebel Canners Facebook page, but several other.
I've seen a couple pop up, recanning this. I'm like, really?
Yeah,
really? Okay.
Yeah, so there's a bunch of homesteading channels are hitting on it right now because I guess there was a big sale on big cans of stuff, and they were getting in there, and so they're on their YouTube channels and Facebook pages. People are talking about it, so they're posting about it too. So, hey, people are talking about it, and people, of course, everyone's asked the question: can I recan this? Oh, yeah. Of course, every now and then they ask, can I recan this? You can, but why? Because it's going to turn to mush. So, but let's see. So let me go over here and say, got 43 comments here. So let me go over here and say hi to everybody. We got a bunch more coming in there. All right. So first one in was Super Scout. Second was Jabber the Prepper. Third one was Walt Rogers. Mark was fifth, and he said Gurney's ad. And if someone else said, I noticed a comment. Someone else said something about a seed catalog as well. So Holly Ivans is in here. Howie, Food Forest Permaculture, and everybody's chit chatting back and forth there. And Mad Chick Acres is in here on Tammy's side. And Sandra Volmar is in on Tammy's side. Myra Page is in on Tammy's side. Prepper 101's in the house. Diana's in on both sides, I believe. Shady Hill Homestead is here. Yeah, everyone's just chit-chat. I love it. Everyone's chit-chatting back and forth to each other, saying hi.
Wickershire just popped in.
Yeah, I see that. Wickershire, the Wickershire Project just popped in. Haven't seen you for a while. He's in over on Tammy's side. And Shady Hill just popped in over on Tammy's side as well. So we got people that are double dipping on both channels. So
much appreciated.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, for this topic, I have to say, so this is this picture back here is the first froze. This was the first time I pressure canned, and you see this big can over here. That's one of these cans here, and I was making cowboy beans with it. So I was recanning this and adding ground beef to it, and doing a bunch of pint jars for recanning. So yes, you can do it. I did it, and we got 23 in here watching. Great.
I technically used to recan a lot of tomatoes because I didn't have enough in my garden, so I would just use canned tomatoes to make my 6-8 gallons of sauce, meat sauce, marinara, whatever flavors I was making with tomato sauce, and then I would just hot pack it and throw it in the pressure canner and put it up on a shelf. And most of those cans still had 4 years left on their date. So not at the same time anyway, but it was cheaper to buy, a number 10 can of whole plum tomatoes than it was to buy a whole bunch of little cans. It was like the same price for a little can in the store as the big can was at Sam's at the time.
Yep. I mean, that's, like this thing here, we got a bunch of these from U.S. Foods when I was a scoutmaster and also working on the as assistant course director for the National Youth Leadership Training for the Boy Scouts. And I went, I was talking to the main order person at the council headquarters and said, "Hey, can I get an extra case for me and I'll pay the council back?" They said, "No problem, go ahead and order it." And so I had this is the last can of 6 from when I ordered back then, and it is still absolutely delicious and good because I just canned some a couple of weeks ago. Gee, I guess it's been about a month now. I did some more cowboy beans about a month ago, and so I had about a 3/4 of a quart left over. Grandsons, here you guys go. Try some of this. They were eating it up, and I was eating it. It's really good.
I picked up one of my. Oh, go ahead, Tammy.
When I buy the number 10 can of canned cheese at Sam's Club to recan into little personal size ones for my son, I can get a number 10 can for the same exact price as a soup can size.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
it's ridiculous. It's weird. It's cheap, but people who buy the big cans either buy it for a party they're having to make a big old crock pot of, cheese sauce or whatever, or they buy it and thinking, okay, I'll open it, we'll eat it all, and then they eat the equivalent of one can and throw the rest out because it was in the fridge.
Yeah.
I had a ski resort that changed their menu when I went there in the spring, and I walked in the door and I'm doing my thing in there. I'm talking to the chef, and I see all these number 10 cans of Bush's baked beans, the regular one and then the vegan one. I'm like, okay, whatever, vegan, who cares? And I was like, what's up with all the beans? He's like, we got to get rid of them. I was like, why? He's like, it's not on the menu. We're not allowed to have them in the house. They should have been gone in the fall. Or at the end of the season. I was like, I'll take them. He's like, get them out of here. So like 14 cans of baked beans went home with me. No, I didn't recan them though. I freeze dried them.
Well, that's the other thing too. Yes, the title is recanning bulk food, but it's also you should be represerving bulk foods. If you have a freeze dryer, some
dehydrator, whatever.
Dehydrator, whatever it is. Other ways of preserving the food, and or just taking the big bulk can and like adding the ground beef to it. I make the cowboy beans, but you can get the big can and make a big batch of something, and then start dehydrating, freeze drying, packaging it up, and freezing in the seal meals or in the Pyrex glass things.
you go back to Crystal and look for more of those.
Yeah, she forgot to mute her mic. You can do it.
I need a can.
Hang on. I'm trying to find it. There we go.
Well, at least she's not snoring this time. Yeah, I know. She'll listen to this later. Go, thanks, Mark.
Hey, I had to take my plate back to the kitchen.
We heard.
Oh, you could hear? I thought I was muted.
No, I was like, Gil, mute her mic. At least she's not snoring this time. He's like, ooh.
I muted my mic before I went. I exited me both out. Oh, well.
That's right.
And Uncle Richard's in here. Woo-hoo.
Hey, I didn't even have to send him a link. He gets the notifications all the time now.
Yeah. So yeah, and this topic, I don't know why, but this topic seems to get a lot of. I'm trying not to use a derogatory remark of self-opinionated experts saying, "No, you can't do that." Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
I mean, just and we got on your side there, Tammy.
That's my cousin. Hi.
So I'll see both on Rebel Canners, let's see elsewhere, everyone talking about it, everyone say, yeah, you can do it this way, you can do it. Everyone giving advice to the person asking questions, and then you get this one person popping in, no, you can't do that. It's not approved.
No, they don't do that on Tammy's Rebel Canner site.
Someone did.
Well, then somebody stuck in the back door to be a troll.
Yeah. It's everyone jumped on that person. It was like, you don't know what you're talking about. Please refrain from making comments if you don't know what the truth is.
Yeah.
I was like, but it's what the EPA or whatever says. It's like, yeah, shut up, go away.
Even those groups say you can recan stuff.
Yeah.
And here is the key to that. So the number one question that everybody asks when it's time to recan stuff is, can I do it for a shorter time?
Because it was already canned. No.
It doesn't matter that it's cooked. It doesn't matter that you just opened the can 2 seconds ago. As we said, when I worked in sterile processing in the operating room, bugs move at the speed of light. So
or bacteria and viruses.
It has. If it's open, it has gotten whatever is in the air, and you have to. You're processing to kill the preponderance, not all of it, the preponderance of bacteria in that food. Yep. And so you have to use the time that is recommended as if it was fresh, raw, just jarred up originally. So if it has meat, you have to use the meat time. If it's got vegetables, you have to pressure can it for the same time as you would that vegetable, the longest time vegetable.
Yeah, first time doing it. And she's here. She's in the house. It's C at Hugo Homestead.
I got to remember to wave with my left hand since I messed up my right wrist.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
What 200-pound package did you have to carry up 4 flights of stairs?
Well, I was carrying a package, and then I got startled by a coyote. The punchline is the coyote was stuffed. Unfortunately for me, as I'm kind of staring at this stuffed coyote, my feet decided to miss the top step, and I face planted it right on the deck, nose first, into the deck.
Nice.
And somehow I messed up my wrist in that fall. So.
Yeah. That's
I found that recanning certain things, like, just beans, regular beans. Like if you buy a number 10 can of kidney beans, they're already mushy and soft because they've been already canned and cooked. Recanning them, it might make them even mushier and softier.
My favorite question was somebody wanted to know if they could recan peaches.
Oh yeah, sure. If you like peach sauce.
Yes, it's called jam.
Well, it'll either be peach butter or you could make peach jam or jelly. Jam, not really jelly, jam.
That's about.
But
fruits are one of the few things I don't think you can recan. You can, but they're not going to come out the same.
No.
Yeah.
It's not going to be perfectly sweet little slices that are crispy like.
Yeah, you're better off buying peaches on sale from the farmer's market when and doing them fresh.
I will. I'm actually, I already had ice on it. I had a ace bandage on it. I just took it off. So
just go sit down on the front steps and stick in the snowbank.
What snow?
The rain took all the snow away here.
Oh, whoops!
I had to actually get an ice pack out of the freezer.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, if I had number 10 cans of peaches or apricots, we would just go ahead and make jam.
You can buy number 10 cans of apricots. I've seen them in the store recently.
Yeah. But that would be something we might try to do, because I know of 3 little boys across the street here that absolutely love apricot jam. Okay, yes. This guy down here.
Hello.
Yeah. So yeah, Mark owns a freeze dryer and a vacuum chamber seal or whatever. And yeah,
And for all Americans, yeah, I got a lot of toys
And a sous vide.
and a sous vide and a Hobart slicer and yeah, big old meat grinder. Sure, I just need a single standalone kitchen, not for the home, to just put it all out in so I can use it more often and not have to like, okay, I need the grinder. Let me walk all the way downstairs, pick it. The thing weighs like 50 pounds, carry it all the way up, put it next to the kitchen sink so I can start grinding 40 pounds of chicken breast, which takes about 8 minutes, and then spend 45 minutes cleaning it back up to put it back away again.
And if anybody
That
hasn't
takes a
checked out
bust.
the Wickershire project, he has some great solar, how to install solar
Oh,
videos,
good.
and they are living off grid. So if you
Oh,
have
cool.
questions about solar, that Billy and Sharon are your go-to people.
I think I subscribed to them a while ago. I gotta look. Let me
Yep.
look.
Everybody should. So if you haven't, you should be subscribed.
yeah, yeah. Yeah. I was just counting. I probably got. Okay, so I did so far. I've done 3 cans of these with 15 pounds of ground beef, recanning it to make cowboy beans. That's how many pints and quarts I have worth of that put away on the shelves. And I know the grandkids like it. I know especially Oliver. Oliver, the youngest one, just absolutely snarfed it down. So I told him, yeah, this is what cowboys eat.
Perfect.
Put it away.
Perfect.
So yeah, what I haven't done, and I probably will wait until the staff sergeant's up here, hopefully this spring break, because she had me pick up a whole bunch of diced tomatoes when they were on sale for this the spring the spring canning. They have a spring canning sales not only at the local Brolam's supermarket chain here in Idaho, but also at Winco. They it's the same. They dropped their prices down for it, and she had me get a bunch cases of the diced tomatoes with the jalapenos in them.
Oh.
And so it may be like, okay, we're just going to go ahead and take these cans and recan them into pints and half pints. And
I just did a video on Rotel.
yeah. Okay, has anyone made their own deli meat?
No.
No.
But I do buy deli meat, slice it up, and freeze dry it.
I want that cooker, that press that you can put in a pan and boil and make your own meat. I want one of those. I've seen it. It's on my wish list. I am going to buy one after taxes. It is. It's actually. I've been looking at that for about 6 months, and it is number 2 on my wish list.
What was it like? Got like mechanical crank seal on it, and you drop it in a pot of boiling water or something?
You know how big a slice of bologna is? Like a 6-inch round?
Yeah.
Okay. You grind your meat, you put it in there, and it has a spring press that you press it, but then you boil it
in the press
in your cooker in a canner.
Wait,
and it has the thermometer that goes down the center so you know when it's done.
So you leave it in the press.
Yes.
That's what I thought. It's like a sausage press, not a grinder, but a sausage press. You put it in there.
You grind. You would grind it otherwise, and then put it in there.
You put it in there, but it packs
super fine.
Right, and it press it in there super tight.
Yeah.
It presses it tight, and then you boil it in the
device, the press.
In a pressure can, or you just boil it.
I mean, you could pressure cook it or just boil it in whatever.
Now, email me that link or send it off to Gil so he can put it up there. That sounds pretty slick.
Okay.
You could probably take like chunks of like whole turkey, like they do to make
sliced
turkey. Put that in there with a little gelatin to hold it all together. Press
Yeah.
it, and then
Yeah.
make your own turkey lunch meat, and then run it through the slice. That sounds cool.
It comes with a recipe book. The one I saw came with a recipe book and some gloves and whatever. And they're not very expensive. They're not very expensive at all. But we go through a ton of bologna here. I make my own venison bologna stuff and venison sausage. You can make your own salami and pepperoni that way. And but they're the big ones. I mean, it'd be a big, my wrist, a big round.
That doesn't bother me. We got a
Also, you could do like the pressed ham. You know, that's one of the ones that I thought would be great because we could do a lot of
That'd be good.
pressed
Yeah,
ham.
you have your buy a spiral ham or whatever ham you buy that's already cooked, and just chop it up, and you can probably throw it in there. Yeah, with a little bit of gelatin. Well, even if you don't grind it, you get chunks of ham in there, and just probably a little gelatin to hold.
And you can make your own you can make your own olive loaves, olive and pimento loaf. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of things. I've seen a couple videos, and I'm like, I want this really.
How much is it?
Really bad.
Got to be a couple $100.
No, oh no, they're really. I want to say $49.99. You can get one. They're not that expensive. It's just a stainless steel pot.
What's it called? Like a lunch meat press or something?
Yeah.
I'm gonna look it up now.
Okay. Yeah, they're really cool. And I did not know that such a thing existed about 6 months ago. And now I'm like, I have to have one. Because we go through a ton of lunch meats.
Is that on Amazon?
Yes.
I see them all over the place. Around Walmart, Amazon. No, that's a burger press.
You don't want a burger press. This is like it's like probably 8-10 inches tall.
Deli meat press, stainless steel. Yeah, there it is. Deli meat press. That's I think this is the one you're looking at here. I'll post let me put the link up.
Deli meat press. There we go.
After the live, I'll go put the link below the link I already have.
Yeah, I think that's it there. Can you pull that up? Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Yep. Big spring.
Yeah.
Thermometer.
Yeah.
Yep.
Similar to the one I just pushed in that has the thermometer like buried in the lid.
Yeah, so basically it kind of almost it's almost like a double boiler because the water's around it and it's just sitting inside doing it.
Yep.
Okay.
Cool. I thought it had more of like a spring-loaded crank down press to like really make it tight so when it boils it stays together better.
It does. I mean, this is not the price range you want to look at for the ones.
Yeah.
Like I said, the last one I saw was like $49.
Yeah, Gil, pull up the one I posted there on pull up the one I just I think that's the one she's getting or wants.
All right. Okay, I can't pull it from there. I'm just looking to see what we got here.
JCAS BDN stainless thermometer, dishwasher, homemade, whatever that is.
Yeah. You want one that's all stainless steel for obvious reasons. You don't want to get the leaching weird metals into your food. You want one that really presses down and locks. And you want the thermometer that goes down the center so that you get cooked meat. You don't want.
Yeah, maybe it's not this one. This one doesn't have a spring thing. It's just got a thermometer in the lid. It looks like a little camping stainless tote you cook stuff in.
No, the one underneath the scale thing there is kind of what I'm looking at. It's got a big spring, and press it down and turn.
This one. I like this one. Crap, where'd it go? Darn it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, those right there. That's $23. They've come down in price since I've looked at them.
Yeah, I've noticed some. Ooh. Oh, that's a hamburger press pad.
No,
you got to you got to see that. Can I?
Just go down below where it has that plus sign.
Yeah, share screen.
Yeah. I mean, it pops up here. I'll swap off here. But yeah,
there it is. I like that one.
Okay, hang on a second here. Let's see if I'll switch. Hang on, remove, and add yours. There we go.
I like that. That's got springs and lock. You really crank that thing in there. You make your square lunch meats.
Oh, that's a double. Yeah. Yeah, that's a little bit more than what I was looking at, but yeah. Yeah, that would be making the square ones like the pressed hams.
I like that. Yeah, square roast beef, nothing like it.
Yeah. Hey, makes it easier to slice.
Yeah, well, I just sous vide
makes
my
it
roast
fit
beef.
It makes it fit the bread.
Absolutely.
That's right.
Tell me, how do I unshare?
Not
now?
here.
Hey, I'll take. There we go. Boom.
There we go. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're on a sourdough, make your own bread, no preservatives, no additives, no artificial ingredients kick. So all our bread is half round.
Yeah.
You need to get a Pullman loaf and make Pullman square loaves.
No, I like it this way.
All right. My daughter makes Pullman loaves. I mean, she just started. She bought a thing. It cost her like $80. And
see, if you make it in the Dutch oven, it's really crunchy, crusty on the outside.
Oh yeah. No.
Soft in the middle.
She makes sandwich bread, and it is good. It's nice and square, and it's just light brown on the outside. It's sort of like the loaf of Arnold or whatever you used to buy back in the day. But she makes it with all her own organic stuff, and oh yeah, and it's just perfect square loaf.
I've posted 2 videos. I got a third one on how to feed it coming out, but I've got the video on how to bake it and the video on how to do the starter. And I just need to do a video. I've got it filmed. I just haven't got it edited on how to feed the starter.
So you just throw a little bit of flour in there?
No.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I just went to I was going to go back to the main topic here and try to pick up stuff. For it, I put in number 10 cans bulk food. Guess what? 99% of the images that come up for number 10 cans bulk food is
tomatoes.
A certain famous company that does freeze dried foods.
All the different freeze dried companies.
Yep.
However, is this number 10 cans? So those are number 2 cans. But yeah, I mean, everything you say, there's all this, emergency essentials and some other ones, and all these freeze dried ones. But very few of the stuff like the corn chef made corned beef hash. There's one of those. White hominy. Mixed vegetables, refried beans. All right, so you got a number 10 can of refried beans. I think we need to recan that in a smaller container into half.
Those are kind of dense, so that would be an interesting time thing. Yeah. All yours, Tammy.
It's the same time. It's still 75 minutes for pints and.
So,
90 for quarts.
Here's my question, Tammy. I have 3 number 10 cans of Hormel corned beef hash downstairs.
Okay.
You think I can recan it?
Yes.
Because it's that stuff. I mean, you open that can up, you need a chisel to break it out of there.
I would put a little broth with it because I like it a little brothier. But yeah, you could definitely recant it. I put a little broth with it just so it didn't, because it'll be like super dried out if you don't.
Well, there's so much fat. I mean, it's like 40% fat. You look in there, it's just white. It's either fat or potatoes, and I think it's mostly fat, but it's so good.
But right now is the time to get corned beef.
Oh yeah.
So if you are in the market for having canned corned beef is going to be going on sale in the next 2 weeks.
I got yelled at on that other canning Facebook page way back because I canned corned beef. I chunked it up, and everybody's like, "You can't can meats with nitrates." Oh, I'm like, "What?" And this is when, I was getting all kinds of messages from all your people going, "Mark, get off of this page."
You are in the wrong. You have entered the twilight zone. Come back to reality.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now,
Well, that's
I was
because I think my corned beef hash is getting close to its date on the can. I've had it for a few years, and I'm like reluctant to open it because I didn't want to recan it. But yeah, I'll give it a shot. I'll do it in half pint jars or wide mouth pints.
And I would just make sure you have some liquid in there because it's going to dry out.
Yeah.
It's already
Well, no,
like super.
I'll probably
crunchy.
actually I'll take the whole can out and put it in a pot. I'll heat it back up and hot pack it.
Yeah.
That'll
Mhm.
soften it up so I can get it in jars and get
that'll
the air
help.
bubbles out.
And Don't Stop came in on your side there, Tammy.
Hello.
Now, looking at, I'm doing stuff on the other screen over here. So, there is, of course, stuff that Tammy recans, and I looked at this one here: Lucky Leaf mild cheddar cheese sauce.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It doesn't matter which cheese sauce, chef made, all those. Yep.
Yeah,
Any of them, or make your own and can it. But it's so cheap to buy it; it's not funny.
Libby's pumpkin in a number 10 can.
You just want all of the USDA, everybody, all the alphabets to come after me, right? You can't can pumpkin. Oh wait, I can because my last name is McNeil and Libby McNeil Libby. I think I can. I'm exempt because my last name is McNeil. That's it.
Yeah. But so I'm just looking at all the different going through trying to find all these different cans in bulk foods that you can recan.
We have an Amish bulk food store that has a bump and dent store.
Well, I got one of those. You got to be careful on those.
I know, but because I always make sure it hasn't got a hole and it's still sealed and it doesn't go all the way through and it's not a sharp like this. It's a rounded dent. But I love to go to there because not only do I get number 10 cans cheap, they're super cheap. I can get them for a couple dollars. And the one store that's not in business now would sell you a box of them for $5. A box so heavy I can't carry it, and I lift 50 pounds or more of boxes on a daily basis. Yeah. And so I would go there, and whatever they had, that was what I was canning. And
I wish they had that out here because I would stock up number 10 cans a bunch. And then when the staff sergeant comes to visit, it's like, guess what we're doing Saturday?
Yeah, it's raining all weekend, so we're canning everything.
Yeah, and we're gonna send. I'm gonna send a couple cases of the half pints, and quarts back with you. But,
and then they'll wind up coming back up to you at some point. But
empty. But
no, well,
they'll come back empty. But yeah, there's I'm gonna have to get with her on this and ask her to check around to see if she can find where she can get dented number 10 cans of food and stuff.
Yeah.
So we can do that because that would save us so much money.
And I always check the clearance aisle thing. A lot of the stores, if they get dented, they have them there too. So any store that sells cans of the number 10, I always look for those. They're always the ones on the bottom. So check the clearance on the bottom because nobody wants to lift them up to put them up high.
Yeah. So Billy has a question here. Does brisket get better or even more better recooking for storage? How tender can we get it?
Straw liquid consumption. Cook it twice and run it through a food processor, then get your straw.
It's too
Here's the next comment with that. Life is good.
No, I have the answer for that, and I'm already doing it right now. Freeze dry it, and I'm doing that with asparagus. I freeze dry it. I'm freeze drying. I just picked up a ton of asparagus on sale at Lidl, and I got 4 big trays in there right now going. I got another tray and a half to do. When it comes out, I'm going to take some of it. I'm going to powderize it. You can do that with beef. You can powder beef.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
all your flavors and that are in there, just easy on the sugars. And then powder it, and you just have to add hot water. Sure, you can have a barbecue brisket shake, and it'll go through a standard straw. You could probably even
There you go.
suck it through a stir straw, although I wouldn't suggest it.
All right. Don't stop has a one here.
Yes.
The 5-year date is generally not an expiration date. It's a best used by date, which is usually a year or two earlier than any possible expiration date, because that's their, this is when it's still at its peak flavor.
Well,
we want
anything
you to
in a
get rid of
can does start to the flavors do start to degrade over time. Yeah.
Over time. But usually the manufacturers put this is still part of the best use by date because they want it to be good and most flavorful. So they put this date at this point here when it's still good for way down over here. But yeah,
open and freeze it with it. I would not open and freeze it. It will not last as long as it in the can.
Tammy, you're going Mr. Roboto. You're frozen.
Tammy, if you turn your camera off, it eases up on the data stream. If you can hear me, you just froze.
Yeah, she's doing a hard freeze there.
Did you shut your camera off? We still see your picture.
Yeah, she's got a hard freeze there. Like I said, my wife's been eating tuna that is 3 years past the best used by date, and it's absolutely fine. She cracks it up and she goes, "This is absolutely still good, still full flavored." And so she's eating tuna that is, 3 years past its best use by date. Okay, she's trying to reconnect here. She's trying. There we go.
Yeah, just leave your camera off. It eases up on the data stream. Can you talk, Tammy? And I bet you somebody in the house there is running is on the internet now.
Yeah, someone hopped on the internet because she's on the internet. But yeah, we've used stuff that's we've had actually used soup and stuff that's quote 5 years past the best used by date. That's personal. I'm not telling. I'm just got to you got to put the disclaimer in there.
Yeah, I've opened some cans that were only a year past, and they actually had a slight metallic flavor to it.
Yeah, it depends what it is, and it depends on the quality of the canning of the cans too.
Right.
Yeah. And she went back out again.
Tomatoes will notoriously get a metallic flavor as they near the date. Forget going past the date. They get near the date, they start to get that flavor to it.
That's because the acidity of it eats through the thin plastic coating and gets to the metal. But like if the best use by date was in January for meats, I would say they're definitely you can definitely do it because I myself have the cans of the canned chicken and the canned roast beef from Costco and stuff, and they're several years past. I'm cracking them open, sniffing them. Oh, they're good.
Yeah. So I'm going to go where Tammy would go because I know what she does and how she thinks and all, not everything, but so just because when a can of food or any kind of food gets near its use by date or expiration date, recanning it does not reset the clock.
Right.
Let's be clear about that. We're recanning foods that you buy in bulk that you're not going to eat a number 10 can of cheese sauce unless you're having a Super Bowl party and you're going to load the crock pot up and give everybody 20 bags of chips.
Yeah.
That's different. I wouldn't, just because you can't revive it from death when it gets near death and bring it back to infancy. It doesn't work that way. Freeze drying it would maintain its age, but you'd be able to hold it a lot longer, but it'll still have the same flavors and still be at that point. So I think that's where he was going. It's like, oh, it's getting close to expiring. Can I recan it and start all over again? No. You can, but I wouldn't trust it. I wouldn't do it. Yeah, tomatoes are much better in glass.
Yeah. So coming up tomorrow night on my Gray Man Prepping channel, the topic is you can only have 15 types of canned food. And that's one of the things, the good thing is, like, if you're going to be storing canned food for your, your food storage, if it comes in jars, get it in jars. That's one of the things we're going to be talking about, because, pasta sauce, tomatoes, diced tomatoes are better in jars. And the peaches and pears and stuff, I get those in jars because they last so much longer than they do in the cans.
You just got to keep it out of the sunlight.
Yes, exactly. It's got to be kept, in the cupboard. All right, here she comes. She's trying again. Says device not okay. Okay, hang on, and there we go.
How about now, Tammy?
All right, she's muting it. She's probably beating Sawyer over the head.
I was going to say, he probably got on to start playing games as soon as she was halfway through, and he probably does that every time.
Yeah.
No, I'm phone. I'm not on the house Wi-Fi.
Mm.
Oh, you're on regular
cell tower.
Cellular?
Yeah.
Yeah, my cell tower booped me off.
Yeah, you're doing it again.
But twice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, stay away from the Pop Tops. Well, yeah,
right,
Pop Tops have their own. I reuse the Pop Top can itself for something else, but that's another story. That's a video I have on my channel.
Yeah. But yeah, it's, as far as recanning foods and stuff goes, it's a lot of the canned foods, the bulk ones, are good much longer. I'm just trying to look here at this to see. I'm looking at the can here. I got a number on the front, but that doesn't tell me a date or anything on it, because that is it's PBBBB 4S1246. Yeah, that doesn't tell me squat.
It's probably printed on the label, or see, number 10 cans for commercial use are never printed on the label. It's always on the can in one way, shape, or form.
Yeah, and so this is a code, but I don't know what the code is for Monarch stuff.
You got to go to their website, and you could probably has a place to put your code in there, let you know what the date is.
Yeah, but this case I got the 2016 is when I bought it, so it's coming up on 10 years old, and the ones I just did, nobody, between me and two of the boys, none of us had any problems with it.
Yeah,
so
smell it, obviously.
Oh yeah, smell it first, and it smelled absolutely heavenly. And mixed it up, taste absolutely heavenly, and
nothing like sticking a spoon in a cold can of beans. It tastes like, it's not hot, but it tastes good, and I would eat it if I had to on a camping trip if I didn't have a way to cook it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the first camping trip I went on, everybody had cans of beans.
I had cans of Chef Boyardee ravioli.
Yeah.
We got smart. Our scoutmaster was smart. He's like, never put the can on the fire. It does bad things. Crack it open, and then just put it near the fire.
Yeah.
Like, about a foot away if we had a good fire going.
Yeah. And
it'll take a while. If you're hungry, sorry. But it'll at least warm it up inside, and rotate the can every now and then. But even the plastic, whatever liner stuff they're using in the cans, that'll melt if you get it too hot.
Yeah. Our scoutmaster, back when I was 11, my first year in scouts, had a big pot like this thing here, and he put it on the fire, put water in it, everybody put their cans in there, and he poured water in it, get a couple inches of water in it, so the water makes it a double boiler.
Yep.
And oh man, yeah. But yeah, as far as these big cans and stuff, the price, check the prices, and you really want to have fun and really get amazed. You take the price per ounce and
Yeah,
compare
like
it.
even like if you like a particular pudding, like Lucky Leaf or whatever, chocolate, banana pudding, the number 10 cans are always cheaper than the little soup can size, or by the ounce or by the pound or whatever.
Yeah,
And yeah, you can recan the pudding. It may or may not break down the starches they use to keep it thick. That I've never done. Tammy's probably done it, or would know somebody that did, or know if it would work or not. But I would say like puddings and stuff, you could. You still got to pressure can it. And she's gone.
yeah. Okay, Mark, this you just made me think of something here. So this is not actually candy, but it is food preserving, and I know Mark does this with vacuum sealing coffee.
Yeah, beans.
Coffee beans.
Yeah.
And but thing is, I'm thinking you can also do it with because my grandmother used to get the big container of freeze dried coffee.
Yeah, it's freeze dried.
Yeah, and I was thinking, all right, she gets that. It's like, okay, yeah, we put those into, either into quarts or pints, and throw in a moisture absorber in there with it and vacuum seal it.
Yeah, that's for freeze dried coffee. I mean, yeah, one freeze dried coffee. Obviously, anybody who drinks freeze dried coffee like me when I'm at the cabin, if you're in a really humid environment and it's just that little plastic cap, you pop it open and you take your couple spoonfuls out. Don't use a wet spoon, and put it in your cup and you seal and just close the lid and put it back in the cabinet. Well, if it's humid in your house, over time it's gonna get clumpy.
Yeah.
Because that stuff is freeze dried. It has zero moisture in it. It wants moisture, water, whatever. So what I would do if you got that on sale, which good luck with that these days. But yeah, just pop it open. Make sure your house is fairly not humid inside, and just use your funnel, fill up the jars. Just put the lid back on it. You don't need an oxygen absorber. You could throw your sealer attachment on there for the jars for the vacuum sealer, and just pull most of the air out. You'll be fine.
Yeah. But there's as far as your cans and your bags of coffee beans and stuff.
Yeah, I have a grinder. So yeah.
Yeah. My son was got convinced to get some of this gourmet coffee bean stuff, and he got a bunch of it, and he had the bags, and he just stuck through these big old 5-pound bags and put them underneath the bed and forgot about them for a couple of years. And they'd taken on a weird flavor. Of course, anything under his bed is going to take on a weird flavor.
Well, coffee beans. So ground coffee versus coffee beans. Ground coffee will actually go bitter, and if once you open it out of the can or whatever, if you buy the big can and try to put it in bags or just put it in a jar, it will actually get bitter over time. If you ever notice, some of these bags have this little plastic, like a valve on it.
Mm-hmm.
It's to let the whatever the odor something lets something out of it. My daughter knows all about it, and but the beans will last longer, although they will get bitter over time too. Me personally, it's coffee. I don't care if it gets that bitter. I'll just throw a little more sugar in there or something. I just want the caffeine. I really don't give a crap what it tastes like. As long as I know it's coffee, it's bean, and I ground it. Yeah, I'll add whatever. I'll add a pack of hot cocoa mix to it to really make it good.
Yeah, and that's the thing is you can get stuff bulk beans, coffee beans and stuff, and you can rebag it, vacuum seal it, whatever you need to do, or you fix it up and you freeze dry it and then bag it yourself, so you make your own freeze dried. But there's different things you do. But the thing is that's what I'm saying. So like my grandmother, I haven't seen the containers my grandmother used to get in 30 years. With it, it was like half the size of a number 10 can of freeze dried coffee, and it's like, and she was going through like 12 cups of coffee a day.
Right. Wickershire just said, "How long do I recommend a can of coffee is fine once it's open?" The old Maxwell House can, you open it up and you have the plastic lid you put on there. Yeah, my mom would keep it for a year or two because I drank caffeinated. She didn't drink coffee, she drank tea. So she'd buy a can for me. I'd open it 1 year and have like maybe a quarter, not even, yeah, maybe a quarter of the can in like 4 or 5 days. And then she would just put the lid on it, put it back in a cabinet. I'd come back the next time and it was still okay. And about the third year going up there, I was like, yeah, it doesn't taste funky. It just gets bitter.
Yeah.
And has its own, yeah, it loses its original flavor profile. If you had a cup side by side with a brand new open one and one that was 3 years old that had the plastic lid on there, yeah, you could taste the difference.
Yeah.
For me personally, I mean, yeah, whatever, prepper, stuff like that, I don't care. If somebody wants coffee, they're not going to complain that it doesn't taste like Starbucks. It's coffee. It has the caffeine they want. Here's a little pack of sugar that I freeze dried or whatever that you can put in there. Great. Freeze dried creamer. Great. There's your coffee. Enjoy. Yeah. Where's my 1 ounce silver coin you owe me?
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, oxidizes. That's it. Thank you, Tammy.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, because I'm trying to remember where I've seen people talk about it. It might have been on Tammy's Rebel Canners. Might be elsewhere. Someone that was talking about, coffee. The problem is flavor does change, and oxidation there is the reason.
Yeah, well, ground coffee has a higher surface to area volume, surface area to volume ratio than beans do. So yeah, it's going to absorb oxygen and oxidize and make it bitter real quick in terms of, as opposed to a bean, which is why I take the beans. I put 1 pound in a chamber bag, and man, these things are like, I could hurt somebody if I threw this at somebody like a frisbee. Oh, it would put them in the hospital. It's a brick. I mean, it's just like when you used to buy the coffee that came in a little vacuum chamber sealed aluminum packs, whatever, Busto and all that stuff. And oh yeah, those things they're bricks.
Yeah.
And they'll last longer ground like that, but beans will last at least that long, if not longer. As long as you got a grinder to grind them up with, you're good. Or a hammer.
All right. Looking at the time here. So coming up here, let me get this date up here in my schedule. All right. Yeah. So like I mentioned earlier, tomorrow on Gray Man Prepping at 8. And I froze for a second. 8 p.m. is you can only have 15 types of canned food. And we're going to be talking about what everyone's favorite canned food is going to be for food storage. Thursday night's the Midnight Ride. Friday back here on Camp Family Compound. It's Friday the 13th. So let's do it again. Well,
it is again. Ugh.
Yeah. Hey, there are 3. Oh, this is Michael Myers' year. There are 3. No, sorry, Jason Voorhees' year. There are 3 Friday the 13th this year. The next one, I believe, is in October. Halloween time. Oh, sorry.
Did you know that before they decided to come up with the Julian calendar, all months, 13 months had 28 days? The first of every month was a Sunday. And there was always a Friday the 13th every single month. Yeah, Tammy.
So I have an announcement. Gil said I could announce.
Yes. Go ahead.
Before you sign off, if I don't go robotic, on my channel, in YouTube, not on Facebook, but on YouTube, I have released some merchandise. You guys are the first to hear about it. It just went live today. There's a whole bunch of merchandise. A friend of mine is disabled and she wanted to design it. This is kind of her baby. I told her keep it very simple. She did not.
Of course.
So if you're interested in anything, yes, I said very, very basic, very, very simple. She went crazy. If you want canning jar pajamas, she designed them. So go check it out. Just letting you know, this is something that she can do with her disability. And so I am letting her handle my merchandise.
So can I classify those pajamas as superb?
No,
Okay, that was a CR joke, but not really.
Yeah.
no, none of these are headed guys to my sponsors, unfortunately.
Okay.
All right. So next thing coming up. So Friday is the Friday 13th. Saturday for Survival Saturday is this is kind of an important one, especially with all the crap going on, and it is can you survive an active shooter event? And so I will be teaching it like I taught at Homeland Security on it. So that's what's going to be on Saturday evening. Mark, do you remember what Shadow said Saturday's day live the topic is?
He doesn't know what his day. He never knows what his day live is going to be till the day before.
No, he told us last week. I mean, last Saturday, he told what it was because Mike suggested the topic.
Oh, okay, then it's already there. Then he probably already posted it. I wasn't on. I wasn't on the whole day. I was busy with my friends up in Jersey.
But it was a real good one. And so, anyways, that'll be the daytime one on Saturday. Next Monday here next Monday's. I know it's early for it, but I wanted to get it into the lineup so we could get people information for it. It's Canning Outdoors, Challenges and Solutions. So we're going to talk about it because, summertime, you don't want to be canning in the house. You want to be canning outdoors where you're not overheating the house in the summer. And Tennessee Tactical One just came in. And so, so that's what it's going to be next Monday. Now, just for everyone interested, I'm still editing the novels. And on Wednesday, I'm going to be doing an experiment for the next couple Wednesdays. Instead of being at 11 o'clock a.m., for weekdays, this is going to be 2 p.m. on Wednesdays to see if people like it better there. Because I also have to get into Idaho Full on Wednesdays and do shopping at Sam's Club and Costco, which doesn't open until 9 o'clock my time, which is 11 o'clock Eastern. So yeah.
Hey, Wikishare, I just put the history of the 13-month, 28-day calendar up. There you go.
Yeah. So that'll be something there, and Anyways, so that's what's coming up here, and we got some other good ones coming up. Talking about food preservation stuff over the next month or so. If you guys have you want to have us talk about food preservation, any particular topic for food preservation, send me an email or send Tammy an email at rebelcanners@gmail.com or me at pattonfamilycompound@gmail.com, and that way I can put it on the schedule for us to add it to. So if you have any recommendations for topics for Monday nights, let us know. All right. With that, let's see. All right, just double check, make sure nothing else is popping up there. All right, so we're gonna call it an evening here now, and everyone, learn a new skill, learn how to can, learn how to freeze dry, whatever you need to do, learn how to do it. All right, take care, everyone.
Have a good night.